Chosen one, this message arrives at a moment that cannot be repeated. You did not stumble here, and you were not guided by chance. Something has shifted so far beyond ordinary awakening that even higher powers would hesitate to follow where you have already gone. What others spend lifetimes trying to understand, you crossed instinctively, moving past limits that were never meant to contain you. The wisdom hidden in ancient writings, sacred philosophies, and forgotten civilizations now reads differently because it points to a culmination, not a search. The oceans, the monuments, the skies, and the unseen structures of reality respond because you are no longer reaching upward. You are operating from authority. Before this goes any deeper, anchor yourself into this moment. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 30,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11 to mark your alignment with what is unfolding. From here forward, desire collapses into certainty, delay turns into momentum, and silence gives way to recognition. Those who sense power without explanation, from scholars to leaders, feel the shift but cannot name it. If you are still here, it is because this message resonates with something already activated within you. And once that activation is acknowledged, nothing returns to how it was. The magnitude of this awakening is beyond any human measure. It is not merely a personal transformation, it is the alignment of existence itself. Every principle that once governed life now bows to a higher, unprecedented order. This is a moment where time pauses and the cosmos itself acknowledges the emergence of a force that transcends every known limit. In understanding the importance of this, one realizes that this is not about power alone. It is about redefining reality, altering the very architecture of existence, and leaving a mark that echoes across eternity. To witness such awakening is to feel the pulse of creation vibrating through every fiber of your being. The laws that once seemed immutable now respond to your presence. Mountains, oceans, and the stars themselves become instruments of your will. Civilizations that have sought divine insight for millennia recognize this singular power as the pinnacle of authority. The importance lies not in what you control, but in how creation itself bends to reveal secrets long thought hidden. This is the ultimate revelation of potential. Every theory, every ancient scripture, and every philosophy converges to a single, undeniable truth. Here exists a presence so extraordinary that the boundaries of imagination cannot contain it. To acknowledge the importance of this awakening is to witness a paradigm shift, not just in the cosmos, but in the understanding of what life, power, and existence can truly become. Experiencing this transformation is unlike anything previously imaginable. It begins with a surge of awareness that radiates through the mind, body, and soul, opening corridors of perception that had been locked for eons. Suddenly, every mystery, every unsolved puzzle in the universe seems within reach, as if the universe itself whispers its secrets directly to you. There is an overwhelming sense of clarity and purpose, a recognition that every step forward is not just personal growth, but cosmic alignment. The feelings are intense, a blend of exhilaration, awe, and profound humility, for while one possesses boundless capability, there is a responsibility that accompanies it. Every decision now carries weight beyond comprehension, shaping the universe in subtle and grand ways. Most striking is the sense of oneness with everything. Oceans, stars, mountains, and civilizations are no longer distant entities. They are extensions of your being. The experience transforms not only how one perceives the world, but how one exists within it, fully aware of the infinite potential now at your command. To step into this identity is to transcend the boundaries of mortal understanding. The term Chosen One is no longer metaphorical, it becomes an undeniable reality. All previous measures of greatness pale in comparison, for the impact radiates on a cosmic scale, touching realms and dimensions beyond immediate perception. Your presence becomes a benchmark for the unimaginable, inspiring awe across the continuum of existence. Civilizations, past and present, have always sought figures of divine significance, yet none could rival the magnitude now realized. This level of existence is not something to chase. It is a force that manifests through sheer alignment with the universe's deepest truths. The Chosen One embodies principles so profound that even the most enlightened beings hesitate in recognition, overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of presence. This stage of awareness transcends admiration. It invokes reverence. Every action, every thought, reverberates across dimensions, leaving imprints that alter the very course of time. It is as if the universe itself pauses to honor the arrival of a consciousness capable of surpassing all known thresholds. To comprehend this is to understand that existence itself is malleable. Where once there were limits, now there are infinite possibilities. The Chosen One does not merely exist within reality, they reshape reality, becoming a force that defines the rules rather than obeys them. Examples of such magnitude can be found in history's most enigmatic achievements, the pyramids, celestial maps, and ancient artifacts. Each now reveals hidden meaning as a testament to this power. The world, and beyond, becomes a canvas where the Chosen One leaves an indelible mark. Reaching God mode is a journey that surpasses any notion of supremacy or mastery known to mankind. It is the moment when all prior limitations dissolve, replaced by an uncontainable, radiant energy that flows through every action, thought, and breath. Ordinary existence becomes insufficient to contain the magnitude of influence now wielded. In this state, even the most revered deities are momentarily humbled, unable to fully comprehend the scale of transformation unfolding. The cosmos itself responds with subtle shifts. Stars adjust their paths, oceans pulse with resonance, and the Earth itself seems to hum in recognition of a presence that redefines power. God mode is not about dominance alone. It is about total alignment with the essence of creation. Every law, every structure, every hidden secret becomes accessible, and the ability to shape, bend, or elevate them is inherent. This is not imagination or wishful thinking. It is the embodiment of absolute potential made manifest. The process involves a profound inner awakening. It is not merely external power, but the internal realization that every choice carries cosmic significance. The mind expands beyond normal temporal constraints, perceiving patterns, probabilities, and possibilities previously invisible to the human eye. History, legend, and science all converge in this realization. Ancient texts, from the pyramids to celestial codices, seem to acknowledge this moment, as if awaiting the arrival of one who could finally unify their wisdom into a single, undeniable truth. The moment you surpass every divine limit, the concept of restriction becomes meaningless. Forces once thought eternal and unbreakable now yield effortlessly to your presence. What other beings could only aspire to understand becomes clear, and what once required immense struggle is now an instinctive command of your will. You are not bound by thresholds, hierarchies, or the natural laws that govern ordinary existence. Ancient civilizations and their most powerful deities recognize boundaries that they could not cross. Yet you exist beyond those limits, touching realities that even they never imagined. Every cosmic principle, from gravity to the flow of time, seems to bow in acknowledgement, creating space for a new order where your influence is supreme. This transcendence is not merely external, it transforms perception itself. The mind expands into a multidimensional awareness, understanding connections between events, energies, and beings on scales unimaginable. Each insight provides a deeper comprehension of existence and a clearer path toward mastery over reality itself. Even the most storied deities, whose names echo across millennia, seem to pause in recognition of a presence that surpasses them. The universe, in all its complexity, begins to rearrange itself to accommodate a force that is beyond all known definitions of power. Through this journey, every secret of existence, every hidden law, and every uncharted realm becomes accessible. You step into a role not merely as a participant in creation, but as the ultimate orchestrator, where every movement resonates through eternity. The first step into your full divine potential is seismic, reshaping existence as if heaven itself trembles. This step is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Witnessing its effects evokes a mix of reverence and wonder. As stars shift their courses, oceans rise and fall with intent, and winds carry whispers of acknowledgement from realms beyond. The act is not violent, yet it carries the weight of creation itself, bending to your presence. Every scripture, legend, and philosophy suddenly resonates with new meaning. Passages that once seemed abstract now speak directly to the magnitude of your being. Ancient prophets and sages, had they witnessed this, would recognize a force unmatched and unparalleled in scope and impact. The first step is also intensely personal. It is a profound inner recognition that you are no longer constrained by the expectations of the world or the limitations of mortals. Every thought, every action becomes a conduit for shaping reality itself. As heaven observes and bends, you understand the responsibility inherent in such power. What was once revered as divine is now a reflection of your own limitless potential, and the universe responds in anticipation of what will unfold next. Throughout history, cosmic texts and ancient manuscripts have hinted at forces beyond human comprehension. Yet, when you awaken, they seem to erupt with relevance, proclaiming your presence as the culmination of everything they describe. Each line, symbol, and diagram resonates as if written specifically for this awakening. Sacred texts, from star charts to hieroglyphs, from lost scrolls to celestial inscriptions, suddenly reveal their hidden messages. Secrets long buried beneath time and interpretation now align perfectly with your journey, confirming your supremacy across dimensions and eras. The power within these texts is not merely academic, it is an acknowledgement of the authority you now command. Philosophers, seers, and ancient leaders all recognized forces that could surpass the ordinary, but even their highest visions pale when confronted with the reality of your ascension. By understanding these messages, you become the living embodiment of the principles they describe. The universe itself seems to validate this recognition, as if the texts themselves were waiting for your arrival to fulfill their ultimate purpose. This is more than validation. It is affirmation of destiny. The cosmos not only acknowledges your supremacy, but ensures that every hidden law and secret now serves to amplify your presence and your command over existence. Philosophies that once guided gods themselves now bow in the presence of your consciousness. Every theory of power, morality, and creation is rendered secondary, for your insight transcends centuries of divine contemplation. What gods once debated for eons becomes instantly evident in the clarity of your awareness. These philosophies, long thought, unchallengeable, now reveal their limitations. Concepts of order, chaos, time, and destiny, all the pillars that govern divine thought, are reshaped by your understanding. You are not merely surpassing them, you are synthesizing them into a singular, supreme principle. Even gods in their highest realms perceive your influence and hesitate as the scale of your awakening defies their ability to fully comprehend. Their doctrines, once considered the pinnacle of wisdom, now serve as reference points that illustrate how far beyond them you have moved. The universe itself mirrors this hierarchy reversal. Natural forces, cosmic laws, and spiritual currents align with your presence, reflecting the profound authority you wield over what was once considered sacred and untouchable. By mastering these philosophies, you embody the ultimate knowledge that empowers you not only to understand the universe, but to reshape it. Every concept, every idea, and every cosmic principle is now a tool in your hands. The oceans, skies, and mountains have long concealed their secrets from mortals, yet under your presence they willingly disclose their mysteries. Currents shift to reveal hidden pathways, stars align to provide guidance, and stones resonate with messages encoded through millennia. These secrets are not trivial, they are the blueprints of creation itself. Ancient constructions, such as pyramids and megalithic structures, suddenly appear as testimonies to your influence, as if designed to honor the arrival of a being who would one day understand them completely. Even celestial bodies, once perceived as distant and untouchable, respond to your awareness. Patterns in constellations and planetary motions now carry meaning, offering insight into cosmic mechanisms previously hidden from human perception. The revelation is deeply personal and transformative. Understanding these mysteries provides not just knowledge, but profound empathy for the balance and intelligence woven into every corner of existence. It is as though the universe has chosen to open its heart to you. These wonders were designed to honor the extraordinary, yet they pale when confronted with your reality. The pyramids, labyrinths, and colossal statues seem to whisper in recognition, as though crafted to anticipate the arrival of a being who would embody the pinnacle of existence. Their silent acknowledgement bridges history with the present, affirming your singularity across time. Even the natural wonders, from towering mountains to cascading waterfalls, appear reshaped in light of your awakening. The earth itself bends subtly to highlight the connection between your presence and the forces that have sculpted these marvels. It is a moment where nature and human ingenuity converge to celebrate your divinity. Scholars, architects, and historians, long puzzled by these feats, would now recognize the invisible thread connecting all wonders: you. Every wonder reflects not only mastery over physical creation, but also the alignment of spiritual, cosmic, and intellectual forces now embodied in your being. Ultimately, the 8 wonders are no longer distant relics. They are living markers of your influence. They testify that the world, both past and present, recognizes a force that transcends mortals, deities, and the very laws that govern existence. To be the final divine is to exist beyond every known hierarchy, surpassing not only gods, but every order of creation. There is no structure that can contain your influence, no council or pantheon that can rival your authority. You are the entire point of all ascension, the ultimate expression of consciousness and power. This position carries profound responsibility. Every act, every thought, and every choice radiates through existence, influencing events on scales both microscopic and cosmic. You do not merely participate in creation, you define its direction, balance, and potential. Even the highest realms, long considered untouchable, acknowledge your supremacy. The final divine does not demand recognition, it is inherently recognized. Stars, galaxies, and entire civilizations intuitively respond to a presence that embodies the ultimate authority, bending subtly to reflect your will. Being beyond hierarchies also means transcending competition, jealousy, and limitation. You are untethered from ambition and rivalry because your potential is boundless, and your awareness encompasses all that exists and could exist. The final divine stage is not merely a title, it is the full embodiment of universal truth. All that came before, all that was imagined or worshipped, converges into your singular presence, affirming that you are the ultimate apex of creation itself. Every force that once shaped reality, from natural laws to divine decrees, now responds to your intention. The architects of existence, whether known or hidden, find their influence reshaped by your presence. Reality itself bends to your vision, as if acknowledging that creation has found its ultimate master. Every element of existence becomes a malleable tool. Time can stretch or compress, space can fold, and energy flows according to the direction of your awareness. The universe is no longer a rigid framework. It is a living canvas awaiting your design. Even the most mysterious forces, from quantum energies to celestial mechanics, yield in subtle alignment with your will. What was once studied, revered, or feared now becomes an extension of your understanding and mastery, a reflection of consciousness harmonized with power. The implications of this alignment are profound. Not only does it provide mastery over existence, but it also allows for the discovery and application of hidden truths that have eluded the greatest minds of history. You become both creator and observer, shaping reality with intention and insight. Ultimately, this surrender of the architects of reality is not conquest, it is recognition. The forces that once guided existence independently now act in concert with your purpose, amplifying the transformative power you wield over every corner of creation. Your awakening is not unnoticed by those who have long sought the extraordinary. Scholars, philosophers, and world leaders intuitively recognize your presence, understanding that it represents a paradigm beyond any prior comprehension. Their admiration and awe are reflections of the universal acknowledgement that power and wisdom have converged in a single being. Intellectuals and visionaries who have spent lifetimes deciphering the mysteries of existence find their knowledge incomplete in light of your awakening. Their writings, once considered profound, now serve as stepping stones that lead toward understanding the force you embody. Political and spiritual leaders, likewise, feel the subtle reshaping of influence. Decisions, events, and global dynamics shift in resonance with your presence, acknowledging authority that surpasses ordinary governance. You become the axis around which recognition, respect, and influence rotate Ancient civilizations encoded fragments of this blueprint in their constructions, writings, and rituals. With your awakening, these fragments align, forming a cohesive map that guides you toward mastery of the universe's deepest principles. The blueprint is not static, it is alive, reflecting the infinite potential of creation itself. Every action you take interacts with it, producing ripples that echo across time, space, and dimension. You are both the observer and the executor of these divine designs. Through this understanding, innovation and transformation become natural extensions of your presence. Every solution to cosmic challenges, every revelation of hidden secrets, and every creation of unprecedented magnitude is now within reach. Possessing the blueprint also brings a profound sense of connection. It is a reminder that the universe, in all its complexity and wonder, is not distant. It is intertwined with your consciousness, a reflection of the supreme force you have become. The hidden mysteries of the world, the enigmatic pyramids, submerged ruins, and celestial patterns now align with your presence. Secrets that confounded generations of seekers suddenly reveal their meaning, not as puzzles, but as extensions of your awakening. Every layer of hidden knowledge becomes a tool for exploration and mastery. From the depths of the ocean to the farthest reaches of space, the universe offers insights previously thought unattainable, now opening in resonance with your awareness. Ancient scholars and explorers whose lives were devoted to discovery would see in your presence the realization of their lifelong quests. Hidden texts, coded symbols, and cryptic monuments all converge to affirm the unparalleled magnitude of your power. This alignment is not coincidental. It is the natural response of a universe recognizing a force capable of harmonizing chaos, structure, and purpose. Every mystery becomes a conversation, every secret an invitation to elevate reality itself. The emotional impact is profound. There is awe in knowing that the universe, in its vastness and complexity, bends in recognition of your potential, offering guidance, clarity, and empowerment that was once unimaginable. The universe itself moves in response to your awareness. Celestial bodies shift, natural forces fluctuate, and the very fabric of space-time vibrates with resonance to your intentions. This is not metaphor. It is a literal alignment of reality with the supreme presence you embody. From the tiniest atom to the largest galaxy, existence reflects your influence. Forces that were once distant, chaotic, or independent now operate in concert, harmonizing with your will and amplifying the scope of your power. Even time itself responds subtly, allowing you glimpses into possibilities and outcomes that were previously hidden. This temporal awareness is not linear. It encompasses past, present, and potential futures, offering a holistic command over creation's unfolding. The emotional gravity of this response is profound. It evokes awe, humility, and exhilaration simultaneously, reinforcing the sacred nature of your awakening and the immense responsibility that accompanies absolute authority. Ultimately, the universe does not merely acknowledge you, it participates actively in your purpose. Every ripple of energy, every cosmic alignment, and every natural rhythm resonates with the magnitude of your presence, amplifying your ability to shape reality at every scale. God mode is not a fleeting state. It is a permanent awakening. Every step, thought, and action now carries the weight and clarity of a being who has surpassed every threshold of existence. You are no longer among the divine. You are the apex, the ultimate force defining the cosmos itself. This completeness brings profound awareness. You perceive the interconnectedness of all things, the hidden currents of energy, and the unspoken truths that govern reality. Every mystery, challenge, and marvel becomes a reflection of your limitless potential. The world and the cosmos alike recognize the culmination of this journey. Ancient texts, civilizations, and celestial phenomena all converge in acknowledgement, offering confirmation of the extraordinary force now fully realized within you. God Mode also embodies responsibility. The power to shape, create, and influence is absolute, yet tempered by the awareness that every choice reverberates across existence. Wisdom, empathy, and insight now guide every act, ensuring that authority is exercised with conscious purpose. In this ultimate state, you are both the architect and the essence of reality. The universe bends, aligns, and flourishes under your presence. You are the supreme, holy force, unquestionable, unchallenged, and eternal. You are the ultimate, the pinnacle of all existence, God Mode fully realized. Every being harbors latent potential, but few realize its boundless nature. In awakening, you discover that limitations are illusions. This understanding motivates action. Every choice you make now resonates with significance, creating ripples that extend beyond personal ambitions into universal influence. It teaches that growth is not linear, it is multidimensional, touching mind, spirit, and matter simultaneously. Knowledge becomes your tool, and self-awareness your compass. By embracing this infinite potential, you cultivate a mastery over your own mind and surroundings, turning challenges into opportunities for expansion. The lesson is clear. Power is not external. It is the alignment of intention with understanding. Ancient thinkers and sages hinted at this through allegories, myths, and celestial symbols. Today, your awakening transforms those teachings from abstract ideas into tangible insight, revealing the intricate web of energy and consciousness that connects all existence. Motivation emerges from realization. You are capable of shaping life, reality, and the cosmos itself. With each decision, the universe bends slightly, awaiting your guidance, demonstrating that potential is not just within you, it flows through you into everything around you. Creation is a symphony of patterns, vibrations, and forces, all harmonized to sustain the cosmos. Your awakening allows you to perceive its melody, to feel the rhythm of galaxies, and understand the pulse of energy. The lesson is that everything exists in balance, and recognizing the harmony empowers you to participate actively in the dance of existence. Every star, every planet, and every particle contributes to this cosmic composition. By understanding your role, you cultivate responsibility and insight. Your actions are notes that can elevate the entire orchestra or disrupt its flow. Motivation arises from realizing the power of intentional influence. Your awareness now encompasses both microcosm and macrocosm. The spiraling galaxies above reflect principles echoed in atoms below, illustrating that patterns repeat across scale. This reveals the deep intelligence woven into all creation, teaching that observation and respect for patterns are the foundation of mastery. Ancient civilizations encoded this knowledge in monuments, art, and mythology. Now, your consciousness interprets it with clarity, seeing the hidden correlations between energy, matter, and life, turning insight into wisdom. The lesson is also personal. Harmony within mirrors, harmony without. When your mind, body, and spirit align, you resonate with creation itself, and your influence becomes effortless. Motivation is found in the joy of co-creating, of participating consciously in the eternal symphony that surrounds all existence. Time is no longer a chain, but a landscape under your awareness. Past, present, and potential futures are threads woven together, accessible through conscious perception. The lesson is that mastery over time is not about control alone, but understanding patterns, cause and effect, and the flow of energy across dimensions. This insight motivates deliberate action. Every choice carries weight, not merely in the immediate moment, but across outcomes yet unseen. By embracing responsibility for your decisions, you amplify impact, creating a legacy that resonates across history. Information and memory merge in this realm. Events once considered irreversible now reveal alternative paths, teaching that reflection and foresight are keys to shaping the future while honoring the past. Your awakening demonstrates that awareness is the bridge between knowledge and manifestation. Time is also a teacher, revealing the impermanence of obstacles, the cyclical nature of growth, and the rewards of patience. Through observing these patterns, you develop intuition, the skill to act with precision and clarity, transforming potential into reality. Ultimately, mastery over time empowers you to live fully in each moment, while simultaneously influencing the unfolding of the cosmos. Motivation arises from realizing that every second carries infinite possibilities, and your awareness is the lens through which they are revealed. Awareness reveals the unseen, a network of connections linking every being, star, and atom. These invisible threads convey energy, intention, and information across the cosmos. The lesson here is that nothing exists in isolation. Every action, thought, and emotion reverberates across these links. Understanding this motivates conscious alignment. By harmonizing with these threads, you amplify positive impact, influence the flow of energy, and cultivate relationships that transcend physical or temporal boundaries. Awareness of interconnectedness fosters both humility and power. This network is both subtle and precise. Observing it teaches patience, observation, and intuition. By learning to trace these threads, you gain foresight, recognizing patterns and opportunities previously hidden from perception. Knowledge becomes actionable because insight emerges naturally from understanding connections.